Hey there. So this week what I want to talk about and remind people about is dyslexia testing. So often, I think the most important thing that you could possibly take out of my article is the fact that dyslexic testing is not going to be paid for by the school. There might be one or two schools out there that possibly will do that. I'm going to tell you that is super rare, so have no expectation of that. I so often hear people say, well, isn't the school going to test? No, the school is not going to test them. So it is going to be your responsibility. Is your insurance going to cover it? Let me help you out. Probably not. So you stop having sticker shock and you stop being like, I don't know if we're going to do this. It's going to come out of your pocket. And it's going to come out of your pocket because there's not a prescription for dyslexia. So there's not a ton of money for them to make taking the time to test you. So you are going to pay for that testing. And it's okay. And that is going to be some of the best things you could have done for yourself or your child, is to get that testing. And in the article, I highly recommend you go read it. I go through all of the things you will receive when you get a dyslexic test. So don't be afraid of testing if that is something that you want to do. If that's something that you feel is important for your child, I highly, highly recommend it. It is also available to do and have a dyslexic test done online now, which was not available prior to 2020. So that's a huge plus. Also, if you are not able to get into a provider to get testing, which I've heard people talk about upwards of a year and a half to get in, you have the ability, if you have the ability, travel to it. I have heard of people flying to other states where that would be acceptable for them to bring it back for their children. I've heard of people driving to other places within their state to make that happen, because guess what? It is so, so important and so helpful. So that's a little bit more about dyslexic testing. I highly recommend you read my article. Like I said, it walks you through the process. I don't feel everybody needs a test. I do feel that for some people it is very, very valuable. And I definitely feel for a young person who is either in college or in high school, grade, elementary school, anytime in there, absolutely valuable. I'm Georgina, International Neurodiversity Coach, helping thriving neurodiverse individuals lead incredible lives. Bye now.